Students, this is your maths teacher. Continuation of exercise 3.5, 12th standard. Solve 8x power 3 by 2n minus 8x power minus 3 by 2n equal to 63. This is one of the 3-mark question. So how to solve is a quadratic equation. We are going to convert in terms of quadratic equation. So what I can do, let y equal to x power 3 by 2n. So x power minus 3 by 2n is nothing but 1 by y. Okay. So y is x power 3 by 2n means x power minus 3 by 2n is 1 by y. Okay. Then your equation can be written as 8y minus 8 by y equal to 63. So we are throughout multiplying by y. It is 8y square minus 8 equal to 63y. That is 8y square minus 63y minus 8 equal to 0. Okay. So it's a quadratic equation. The product is minus 64 and sum is minus 63. Splitting the middle term, it is minus 64y plus y minus 8 equal to 0. The factorization, it is 8y into y minus 8 plus 1 into y minus 8 equal to 0. So 8y minus plus 1 into y minus 8 equal to 0. So our y can take values 1 by 8 and plus 8. So we can take x power minus 3 by 2n, any one of the value. Like that, x power 3 by 2n, you can take any value independently, but you will get the same answer. So x power minus 3 by 2n, I am taking minus 1 by 8. So it becomes minus 1 by 2 cube. That becomes minus of 2 power minus 3. So minus 3 we can cancel. The powers we can cancel. It will be x power 1 by 2n equal to minus 2. So x can take value minus of 2 into 2 power 2n. Like that, if it is x power 3 by 2n, that is equal to 8, it becomes 2 cube. Okay, it becomes 2 cube. So x power 1 by 2n is nothing but 2. X becomes 2 power 2n. 2 power 2n is nothing but 4 power n. So our x values we found out. Our question is over. Like that, your fourth one, 2 into root of x by a plus 3 into root of a by x equal to b by a plus 6a by b. Again, it's a quadratic equation. So again, I am taking y equal to the first term, the second one automatically 1 by y. Sorry, it is confusing how I can find out whether it is 1 by y. You see the order, it is x by a, here a by x. So that will be 1 by y. So the equation is 2y plus 3 by y equal to b by a plus 6a by b. So cross multiplication, it becomes 2y square plus 3 by y equal to b square plus 6a square by ab. So the multiplication, it becomes 2ab y square plus 3ab equal to y into b square plus 6a square. We are taking all in one side. It's a quadratic equation in terms of y. Your product is 2ab into 3ab is 6a square b square, and our sum is minus of b square plus 6a square. So the factorization is given. So finally your factorization is by minus 3a into 2ay minus b equal to 0. So it becomes y can take values 3a by b and y equal to b by 2a. We have two values. You can equate with your root of x by a. So it is x by a equal to 9a squared by b square. It is x equal to 9a cubed by b square. We are taking the a here. Like that, the second part, root of x by a equal to b by 2a. Your x becomes b squared by 4a, right? It's a very simple question. The next one, the similar type of question. Find all the real numbers satisfying 4 power x minus 3 into 2 power x plus 2 plus 2 power 5 equal to 0. So how I can write the 4 power x is nothing but 2 square power x So it is 2x the whole square. And 2 power x plus 2 can be written as 2 power x into 2 square. It becomes 2 power x into 4 and 2 power 5 32. So again I am converting y equal to 2 power x. Equation becomes y square minus 12y plus 32 equal to 0. So the factorization splitting the middle term, you will be getting y equal to 4 comma 8. Your y values are 4 comma 8. So it becomes 2 power x is equal to 4. That is 2 power x is equal to 2 square. Your x can take value 2. Like that 2 power x is equal to 8. Your x can take value 3. So we found out your x values. Like that your next 7th question. Solve the equation 6x power 4 minus 5x cube minus 38x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. If it is known that 1 by 3 is a solution, right? So the question, we have one root, so we have to find other 3 roots. So how it will be? It is a type 1 polynomial equation or reciprocal equation. So 1 by 3 is a root, means 3 is also a root. Then we can frame the quadratic equation, sum of the roots, product of the roots. So your quadratic equation is x square minus 10 by 3x plus 1 equal to 0. It becomes 3x square minus 10x plus 3 equal to 0. It's a quadratic equation. Okay. So the question can be rewritten as with the using of 3x square minus 10x plus 3 into 2x square plus mx plus 2. So how I can write this one? You divide the first number by the first number, that is first factor. You will be getting the second quadratic first number. Like that, the constant is divided by the constant. You will get the second quadratic equation constant. And the middle one is always plus mx. So we have to find m value. So how we can find m value? Equating x term. It is minus 5 equal to 10 into 2. You will get, 10 into m, you will get 1x term, and 10 into 3 into m, 1x term, and 10 into 2, you will get 1x term. So minus 5 equal to 3m minus 20. So your m can take value as 5. The other factor is 2x square plus 5x plus 2 equal to 0. Splitting the middle term, it is 2x into x plus 2 plus 1 into x plus 2 equal to 0. So your x is nothing but minus 2 comma minus 1 by 2. Therefore the roots are 3 comma 1 by 3 and minus 2 comma minus 1 by 2. Now we have one rule, that is Descartes' rule. If b is the number of positive zeros of the polynomial p of x with the real coefficients, and s is the number of sign changes in coefficients of p of x, then s minus b is non-negative even integer. This is one of the rule. It's a 2-mark question. Okay, so it will decide your number of positive roots and negative roots of any equation. So we will, this is our exercise 3.6 is one of the simple question. The first one of the simple example, x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. How to solve, or how to find the number of positive and negative roots. Let p of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 6. Here the number of sign changes is 0. So what is the meaning of sign changes? Here plus, here plus, here plus. So no sign changes throughout the equation. So we are saying no sign changes is 0. Next I am finding it has no positive roots. P of minus x I am finding. What is your p of minus x? It's nothing but minus x square plus 5 into minus x plus 6. That becomes, so it is p of minus x is x square minus 5x plus 6. Here your sign changes are plus minus plus. So the number of sign changes is 2. Therefore it has 2 negative roots. Is clear? So the number of sign changes is plus 2 minus 1 and minus 2 plus 2. So the number of sign changes is 2. So it has two negative roots. This is a simple trick to find the positive and negative roots. Now the exercise 3.6, discuss the maximum possible number of positive and negative roots of the polynomial equation. So take the polynomial as p of x, and I have written the sign changes here number 1, here number 2, number 3, number 4. Therefore the number of sign changes is 4. It has 4 positive roots. Like that, p of minus x, you change the sign for only the odd powers. So it is only 3 sign changes. Number of sign changes is 3. It has 3 negative roots. It has 3 negative roots. So 0 is not a root. How to find 0 is not a root means, if no constant means we can say 0 is a root. Otherwise 0 is not a root. And it has 2 imaginary roots. Okay, so totally you have to check how many roots, the degree of the equation, and you have to satisfy with the number of roots. Now, so that the equation has at least 6 imaginary roots, we have to prove that the equation has 6 imaginary roots. Let p of x, the sign changes 1 and 2. Therefore, the number of sign changes is 2, and it has 2 positive roots. Like that, p of minus x, you have only 1 sign changes. It has 1 negative roots, and 0 is not a root. Therefore, it has at least 6 imaginary roots, right? Thank you. The remaining, you have some 3 or 4 questions in the exercise that you have to do it yourself.